Hello everybody, how's it going? Carl Screezilla here and I hope you're all well and welcome to Phoenix Raceway. We are here tonight for the IndyCar series for the Weekend Warriors. It's my fourth round of competing. I missed one round at the beginning of the series at Homestead, Miami. Indianapolis we're not going to talk about, but I've had two relatively good finishes. So out of 3 starts, I've had 2 top 10 finishes, so that's not too bad. Both of them were on road circuits, the Indianapolis road circuit and, of course, the Circuit de Villeneuve. So I was pretty stoked about that, I must admit. Pretty happy about where I'm at in championship-wise because, well, it's not too bad. So I'm currently sitting 12th in the championship, so a long way off the leaders, but I'm in quite a close battle for getting into the top 10. So that's what I'm aiming for the season. So that's my obvious aim for the season at the moment. So let us quickly go for a lap of Phoenix. Just get my bits in the right spot. This track's pretty tricky in all honesty. Bring my mic a little bit closer to me, so there we go. This track's a little bit tricky. Now we do have a very nice high downforce IndyCar to play in, so it's not too bad. So here comes a lap of this very short track oval. So turn 1 is a really tricky one. I'm just not getting it right so far today. Just ease into there, get the car settled, and then into this dogleg. Keep the car flat. And then past the last cone, just going to lift off the throttle a little bit. Wait till we get to that radio tower, back on the accelerator, and that is a lap of Phoenix. So a very short lap.
Just 2 minutes. All clear on pit exit, you can push now.
Okay, let's get qualifying underway. Scheiße.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit. Fastest lap for Schultz, 21.5. New fastest lap for Foster, 21.1.
Get the one lap in here. What did we get? 21.4. Could have been much better. So that wasn't the best lap I could have done. So that's going to drop us way down the field. That touch on the outside on that first lap really caught us off. So that's not what we needed to have happen.
50 meters.
So yeah. That wasn't perfect. All we can hope is other people have some issues.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 40 Celsius.
Which looks to be the case in all honesty. So, Neil Pearson's quick around here, we know that. Aiden Schultz is a couple of tenths quicker than me. So, a few people we've out-qualified there, so that's good news. Okay, P7, that's not too bad. Whew, okie dokie. So, we've got 186 laps tonight. So, it's quite a long race. I think we can do about 60 to 70 laps on a tank of fuel, so we're going to be stopping a couple of times. There's going to be a few cautions as well. So, let's see how we go. So obviously going to be deep in concentrate mode for the race, so I'll try and talk a little bit. See how this goes. This is when the nerves start to shake up a little bit, of course.
41 Celsius, 7th position. Follow car number 36 in the outside column.
Crew chief is getting a little bit confused there. For some reason it does not understand the inside and outside lanes.
Go.
On the outside. Clear high.
P8.
We've got a car on the outside. Clear high.
That was close.
Full course yellow, be careful.
So I wonder if anybody's going to come in for a quick pit stop. Looks like Tristan's going to come in. I think he might have a little bit of damage, unfortunately. I think Riley Curtis got caught out as well in that incident. You've got to be careful on cold tyres with these cars, especially through this section here. Oh, it's Aiden Schultz. Oh, God. So sorry, Aiden. Oh, God, you are the unluckiest driver I know sometimes. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Aiden's running in the 24 Hours of Le Mans as well, so hopefully that goes better than this tonight. Oh, God. His black cat just flows him everywhere, poor guy. Brilliant, brilliant guy, but just so unlucky sometimes. So yeah, you've really got to be careful on cold tyres through turn 1 because it is a lot tighter than you think.
Pits are open.
And it is very easy to make a mistake there and for the car to just run up wide. And I think that's what happened to Cam Gill. He just ran up a little bit wide and then all of a sudden you get on a little bit of marble. The track isn't quite as tight as it was before. And then all of a sudden you are going into that wall. And then accidents happen, unfortunately.
Safety cars out, pits are closed.
So we switched the fuel mode into safety car as well. So we're in saving mode at the moment. So we save some fuel, keeping it in a higher gear as well, just to save as much fuel as possible. Luke Traher there, just going for a little bit of a bounce. Good old netcode. So I found at the moment running in mode 6 has been quite good. That's a different throttle map, so slightly alternate throttle map for the car. Just got to remember to put it actually back into that throttle map when you're going for the restart, because otherwise you're going to be hideously slow. Because the engine is down on a good couple of hundred horsepower. The leader can lead us away, so it's whenever the leader drops the throttle, that's when we restart.
Green flag. P6. The leader has just done a 22.0. Fastest lap for Douglas, 22.0. That was a 22.3. That's your fastest lap. That's a new fastest lap for Foster, 20.0. Car in front has just posted a 21.3. Good lap. That's your
So I'm
quickest
talking
so
about
far.
driving wide here.
Clear inside.
I thought I'd demonstrate it just to show you guys what I mean.
In front is now 0.3.
totally meant to do that.
P7, that lap was a 22.1. The guy ahead has just done a 21.3.
Car high. Clear high.
And Mirko, thankfully, just showing us how it's done as well. So thanks, Mirko, for the example. So that's what not to do.
6th place.
Riley Curtis all over the back of us at the moment.
That lap was a 21.5.
It's got the run on
Inside.
us.
The gap to Pearson ahead is increasing. It's now.
Inside clear.
P7. That lap time was 22.2.
You have to be really careful following somebody into turn 1 as well, because you get a lot of aero wash off the person in front of you. So that's where the car just gets a little bit light in the front and starts to scrub.
That was a 22.0.
Then all of a sudden the car feels different to how it's felt all race long, and you can have a big accident. Marco trying for the run.
That lap was a 21.9.
It's all about getting back on the accelerator at the right time and just braking at that right moment as well through that first corner, which is really tricky to do sometimes. Because you're talking about milliseconds, you know. A little bit wide there, had to just ease off the throttle again, just go for a second stab at that corner. Getting behind a lapped car now as well, so that front aero starting to just lose a little bit of strength as we come into the corner.
You've just done a 22.4.
Got a car on the inside. Clear low.
Thanks, Tristan.
The gap to Notanak behind is now 0.8.
Coming up on my broadcast colleague now, Stuart Brown from FGM eCast, of course.
That was a 21.9. The gap to Tanak behind is now 1.1. Your last lap time was at 22.0.
Outside. You clear high.
This is the difference between stupidly quick and quick.
The gap
Well,
to
average.
Tanak behind is increasing. It's now 3.1.
I've never said I'm quick, but I'm not the slowest out there.
That
Some of
lap
these
was
guys
at
are just
22.0.
so good on ovals, you know, like, they've got a lot more experience than me, for sure, but it's that thing of they just have millimetre perfect skill. And I'm never going to have that. So, to be a couple of tenths off of them, I'm not unhappy about that kind of thing.
The gap to Curtis ahead is now 14 seconds. Your last lap time was at 22.2. Tanak behind is pitting.
Okay, Mirko is the first to come in for pit stops. He's going to get a big advantage from that in the fact he's going to undercut a lot of people. But his tyres will start to fall off the cliff a little bit earlier in the stint, so we'll get back what we lose to him. The other thing as well is he's going to have to stop probably one more time from us. Or do a very long stint. So that's Mirko coming out pit lane
Gap to
right now.
Curtis ahead is now.
Car low. Clear low.
So you're going to see the speed advantage he has on us in a moment. But he has gone down a couple of laps. Coming up on Stewart again. And this is what I mean about quick and silly quick. It's because Stewart is by no means a slow driver. On a road course he has me licked for sure. But on an oval, just that little bit more experience
high.
for me.
Clear outside. Car inside. Clear low.
Full course yellow, watch out.
So we're going to get the wave around here as well. So this has got us back on the lead lap as well. That was close on fuel. So that caution kind of came out perfectly for us. I think I caught out a few of the cars. Not sure what happened there. Let's put us back on the lead lap though. Make sure we're in the right fuel setting.
Green, 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 let's go. P4.
You've got a car low. Still there. You're clear inside.
The gap to Douglas in front is now 1.1.
Being we're not going to catch these guys, we're going to try for something on a fuel strategy. No idea how this is going to work. I'm going to try something very different with this one, because if we can get away with one more stop, whereas the rest of the field need two more, we might be able to jump somebody. I don't think we will, but
last lap was a 22.0.
We might be able to do something. Not really going to lose any positions here.
The gap to Douglas ahead is now 6.3.
So I may as well try something silly. If it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid. If it's stupid and it doesn't work, it doesn't really cost us anything. It's not too bad either.
Car high. You're clear outside.
The gap to Douglas ahead is increasing. It's now 8.4 seconds. That lap was a 22.2.
You can see the difference the engine modes make just there. I didn't flick the engine mode up, I couldn't get past Stuart, so just a quick flick up. And as the tyres wear off a little bit, we're not going to be that far off the pace.
That last lap was a 22.0.
Doing the Scott Dixon approach of things at the moment. Basically not using any fuel. And even then I'm using about 5 times more fuel than Scott Dixon actually would, because Scott Dixon is a freak. I swear that man creates his own fuel from his own sweat glands. Honestly, how did he manage that stint at Indy? That was ridiculous.
Alright Carl, we're halfway home. Should be about 46 laps remaining on this tank. The gap to Douglas ahead is now 10 seconds.
It's like double the stint of anyone else. Ridiculous. The difference between Scott Dixon and me, though, is he would still be up with those guys fighting. I'm still, you know, a couple of tenths off the pace. So, as I say, there is a difference between fast and stupid. So my hope is these guys need to stop at least 2 more times. That's what I'm hoping for. Should still have about... yeah, we've got plenty of fuel left in the tank at the moment. Not plenty to get us to the end, mind you, but plenty of fuel.
Is pitting.
Okay, he'll be able to make it to the end or here, I think. So we've got to hope for a caution to come out now. I think that's going to be our best bet. So that's us into the lead of the race as we get past the leaders.
We've got a car on the inside. Clear inside.
Okay, that's a lap led as well. Yay, an extra point. Oh god.
You're in the lead. Only 2 more laps of fuel.
I think I'm going to be a Zonta. Like Schumacher and Hackman
Car
and
high.
Spa.
3 wide. You're in the middle. You're clear inside. Clear all round.
Okay, we made it. Alright, we'll look at pitting soon.
P3, we think you'll be out of fuel on the next lap. In this lap, box this lap. Look out for the pit speed limit. Okay, Carl, we'll fuel you to the end of the race.
Now we've got to see if we can catch up to Riley. He's 10 seconds ahead of us. And now we can go full push mode. This is the part of the race when my back starts to go numb, so I'm incredibly uncomfortable right now. This is the trouble with disability, is...
That was 22.6.
it gets much harder the longer the race goes on. Trying to keep focused is the hard part, especially when, like, your leg goes numb. Only hope is Curtis needs to make a splash and dash, but I don't think he does.
The gap to Curtis ahead is increasing. It's now 11 seconds.
I think Riley has us with this one. That late caution came out, it might have played in our favour. The racing seat makes a huge difference for comfort though, because I would have only managed about half this race if I was sitting in a upright position with my desk.
Curtis ahead is pitting.
That's good news. That's some good news. Strategy may be paying off. We just have to not make a mistake at the moment and not want a caution to come out. It's currently where we sit. It's because whereas before a caution would have been great, now a caution will be horrific for us. So we just have to make it about 14 odd laps now. So Riley's going to be quicker than us, but I think he's not going to be quick enough to catch us
Last lap was a 21.9.
before the end of the race.
Curtis is getting closer. The gap's come down to 16 seconds.
Well, he might catch us, you know. White flag is out.
Okay, Carl, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium.
Good win, Ed. Smashed us again. Well done, Ed.
You had me worried, Riley.
Well done, decent
You're
drive.
welcome, mate. I got a bit bored, so I was like, I'm going to pity her on fresh tyres and see if I can catch him again. It did not work.
I think with like 5 more laps it would have. Okay, you can see by the finishing order that we got a bit lucky, but consistent. So managed to keep consistency up there, so happy about that. And it's a P3, so I'm going to take it. I'm going to take a podium position. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this race, guys. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Obviously, a few people going out early, that made it a little bit easy, you've got to say. But super happy with that. I mean, 2 laps down, that's what I expected from my pace. You know, I know I'm not as quick as Luke and Ed. You know, Riley as well, in all honesty. But consistency there, I think that was key. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you all next time. Have a good night. Bye-bye all.